Hey YouTube, what is up? How is everybody doing? We're going to be doing something a little bit different today. We're going to be giving my first impressions of these. These are the Soundcore Life Q30s. They are about £80 new. I got them for like 45, so under £50, which isn't too bad. I got them second hand with like an A grade rating, and you know, they're basically brand new. They're still with the plastic on them, so like somebody must have just returned them because they didn't like the way they sounded or whatever. So when I first picked them up and I saw reviews for them, I saw they were classed as very bass heavy, which generally speaking means they'll be very good like death metal, deathcore kind of headphones. And those are my parameters behind my first impressions. I listen to a lot of deathcore, I listen to a lot of death metal, and I try to stick to those kind of styles, especially when I'm out and about, when I'm at the gym or whatever else I'm happening to be doing at the time. So how do these compare? Like compared to all my other headphones, like I have about 5 different pairs of headphones that I generally always wear. So these class them as under £50 headphones. What do they compare to? Do they compare to the 1990s? Like, does anything compare to the 1990s? No, like nothing compares to the 1990s. These are like they're 50Xs, but just better, like just more, like adding more bass onto the neutral sound that works really well and doesn't lose its neutrality because of it. Do they compare to Planos? No, Planos are much better. Even cheap Planos like these, man, these are like some of the cheapest Planos you can get, and they're still amazing compared to those. Do they compare to something like these, which are the 1770s, which are the bass kings that I had? These are like, if you love low end, if you love death metal, deathcore, and you have like a proper setup, plug these in, turn them up, you need them loud, and they sound fucking amazing. They are probably one of the best sounding deathcore, death metal headphones you can ever buy. The 1770s were reviewed as extra bass heavy. The treble hurts, like the low end hurts some people, and that's why they're amazing metal headphones, especially if you love the heavy shit. Like, there's some headphones that are just specific to one genre, if you know what I mean, but there is only one headphone that I own that those are better than, and that is these, which are 3 times the price. These are the AKG K712s, and these are amazing for loads of genres, but they suck at doing the darker tones. They just don't work for it. Like, the Sennheisers were better. The K712s, I can't listen to heavy shit on them. Those are more for the lighter tunes, so more like power metal, symphonic metal, that kind of stuff, and they work really well for that. But as for deathcore, as for death metal, as for the heavy shit that we all love on this channel, it's not really working for those. So these £45 headphones are better than £150 headphones. Is that because the headphone is tuned differently? Yes. These don't work perfectly out of the box. You need to EQ them. If you don't EQ them, they sound like shit because they are made to use in a different circumstance. Like, they're made for more for drum and bass and, you know, the modern day music type shit. So you have to EQ them. You have to go into the app and EQ them, which I've done right here. Obviously, I spent about a few days just EQing them. And yeah, this isn't the EQ that I've used. I cannot see if you can see that on the screen, but you get the idea, right? Yeah, there we go. I know you can see it. There you go. That's the custom EQ that I use. You're welcome to steal it, copy it, get as close as you can to it. That works really well for metal, for deathcore, for heavy shit. You have to re-EQ for different genres of music, obviously, as EQ is so important, especially to audiophiles who appreciate their music sounding a specific way. This is a very unfair first impression because these are Bluetooth only. I can plug them in, but I'm not going to, as I love their sound signature straight from the Bluetooth. And if I plug them into my DAC and amp, they're going to sound much better. And then I'll never be able to wear them Bluetooth again, which is not really what I want to be doing from this. But yeah, are they worth buying? For like £45? Definitely. They sound like £150 headphones to me anyway. And like, I could wear them, listen to them all day, and I don't even get tired of them. They're some of the most comfortable headphones you can buy. They're more comfortable than, I don't know, like half of the headphones that I own here. Like, most headphones are comfortable, but those ones are extra comfortable. You can wear them forever. They just don't even feel them. They just feel light. And you forget you're wearing them. You just feel like you're living in like a sound of music. The only bad thing is the separation is kind of like narrow. So obviously they're cheap, so you're not really going to be the best separation. If you love separation, if you want it to sound like everything is around you, these are not the headphones for you. These are all for that low end, all for that bass, all for that style. Like, it like, you have to get used to the sound signature. That's what I mean. Like, the sound signature is different, but that's what you're supposed to do as an audiophile. You're meant to so the 1770s sound very different to the 1990s and brother sister, whichever way you want to go about it. They are basically same model, just slightly different. Low end Kings and mid-range, like, not mid-range, neutral sounding Kings, like, they are just ridiculous. Like, if you could only buy 2 headphones in the world, these are the only 2 you need. But for me, I love collecting headphones. I love collecting audio shit. That's part of my shit. It's why I love doing a lot of YouTube stuff, as I can, like, use a lot of headphones and switch my headphones around quite a bit and get different styles, different takes for different styles of music, which is cool. Either way, this has been my first impression. Hope you guys have enjoyed, man. They're worth picking up if you can get them cheap. Get them under $60, under $50, man, you're fucking sorted. These headphones, as long as you EQ them to where you want them to be. If you love heavy music like me, you'll fucking adore them. If you love, like, drum and bass, you'll love them also, but still. This is from my perspective, as a metalhead, as a deathcore lover, as a lover of heavy music, and always have, always will. So, yeah. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, evening, or night, and I will catch you guys in the very next video. Until then, take it easy.